Hi and welcome to my channel, Tahara Loves Pilates. I'm Tahara, I love Pilates and I want to share that with you. So this video is just 5 beginner exercises for you to try at home. So the first exercise is the Pelvic Clock. It's really good for loosening out the lower back, the hips, and we imagine the face of a clock resting on the pelvis, 12 at the pubic bone, 6 at the belly button, 3 at the right hip, 9 at the left hip. Place a marble in the centre of these 4 numbers, and let's start with 12 and 6, rocking forwards and backwards. So rocking to 6 o'clock towards the belly button and rocking to 12 o'clock the pubic bone. So forwards and backwards nice and gently. You should start to feel your spine kind of being pushed and pulled. As you roll the marble to 6 o'clock, you should feel a bit of pressure through the feet, almost as if you could lift the pelvis up off the floor. And as you rock the marble to 12 o'clock, a little bit of space between your lower back and the surface you're lying on. Bring your pelvis now just to a central position, and let's have a look at 3 and 9. So this side to side motion. It's easy to twist the pelvis here. If you place a hand over each hip bone, if I rock towards my 3 o'clock, I can feel my 9 o'clock lifting up slightly. My left leg is reaching away, my right leg is slightly pulling back, and then rocking over to 9 o'clock. My 3 o'clock is lifting, right leg's reaching away, left leg's pulling. And then if we add all of these 4 numbers together, we can introduce the rest of the numbers as we roll that marble all the way around the clock. It's easy to start with the first 4 numbers, 3, 6, 9, 12. Very small movement, getting a lot of stretch through the back, through the hips. And then just reverse, send it in the opposite direction. 12, 9, 6, 3, and then bring your pelvis back to centre. Exercise number 2 is breathing. Now you might not think of breathing as an exercise, but breathing is a very important principle in the Pilates method. We inhale fresh air, we exhale out that stale air, and it assists in everything that we do Pilates. So place a hand on your chest, and I want you to take a breath in. Feel your chest lift, and exhale, feel your chest lower. So this is what not to do. Often we breathe in and we just use the chest area. We breathe in and we create a little arch through the back, and we breathe out and we sink and slump. Place a hand around the rib cage, and I want you to think of the rib cage as the 3D shape that it is. So we're going to breathe in and we're going to have lateral movement to the side. We're going to have movement front and back, and some movement up and down as well. So hands just hugging the ribs. Take a breath in and think of all of those directions. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. So the rib cage just stays nice and relaxed. Sorry, the chest stays nice and relaxed. Let's take one more breath. Exhale. Lovely job. Next, I want you to think about, you place your hands a little bit lower, and I want you to take a short, sharp cough. Not something that you want to do in public in these times, but just that feeling. You might feel a little bit of motion here as you do a short, sharp breath out or a cough. So that's your transversus abdominis muscle, and it makes up part of your core, and we use a lot of that in Pilates as well. So you take a breath in, place the hand a little bit lower down, and as you breathe out again, feel that pulling in motion. Breath in, breath out. It might not feel as big a motion as it did up here where we were holding onto the ribs, but now each time you breathe out, We're engaging those muscles, those core muscles each time. And that's all this second exercise is. It's just inhaling, exhaling, knowing the shape of your rib cage and the different muscles that you're activating as you inhale, exhale. So exercise 3 is marching. So we're just lying here again in semi-supine, arms relaxed by the sides. And just think back to the breath we talked about in exercise 2, where we were breathing a little bit lower down and we were feeling those transverse abdominal muscles. Take a breath in and a breath out, and just a very subtle pull of the belly button to spine. We're not going to move the pelvis in any way. It's just that kind of hug in as we breathe out. We're going to couple that with some movements with the legs. We're going to take a breath in, and as we breathe out, we're activating our core muscle, and we're just going to float one leg to tabletop, and breath in as you place it down. Breath out, opposite leg to tabletop, and breath in as you place it down. Keep going. Exhale to float one leg up, inhale to place it down, exhale to float one leg up, exhale to place it down. Let's make it a little bit more challenging. Exhale, float one leg up. Let's keep it there. Take a breath in, and as you breathe out, again activate those muscles, that pulling in sensation, and float second leg up to join the first. Keep hold of the muscles as you control one leg down, control second leg down. Very little movement happening between crown of the head and the base of your pelvis. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, float one leg to tabletop. Using that breath, inhale, prepare. Exhale, second leg comes to meet it. Controlling the legs down one by one. Still holding on to that feeling. Let's go once more. And remember, if both legs coming up are a bit challenging, single leg, perfect. Exhale, float one leg up. Inhale, place it down. Very little's going on here. Maybe think back to exercise 1, and we've got our pelvic clock. The marble's staying in the centre. It's not going to rock between our 6 and 12, and it's not going to rock between our 3 and 9. Exercise number 4 is quadruped, or you might have heard it referred to as 4-point kneeling. So you're going to come onto your knees and your hands, 4 points. Hips are over the knees, wrists are underneath the shoulders, and we're really standing into the hands, so you want to increase the distance between the floor and your torso. Starting off nice and gently, we're going to reach opposite arm to opposite leg away from the centre of the body. So forwards with the arm and backwards with the leg, and draw in. Other side. Whilst we're doing this, we want to make sure that the torso stays nice and strong. So we're not going to have any tipping or rocking, any tipping of the pelvis from side to side. Imagine you're balancing something on the back, and to keep it nice and still. Increase this by stretching your arm and leg off the floor, bringing it to hip and shoulder height. Use that breath to support you. We know as we breathe out, we're going to engage those core muscles. Breathe out and reach. Breathe in, place the hand and knee back down. Exercise number 5 is the standing roll down. You're just going to stand with your feet in parallel position, underneath the knees, knees underneath the hips, crown of the head reaching up towards the ceiling, and just drop chin to chest. Let the shoulders then roll in. We're just going to curl all the way down through the spine. And just go as far down as is comfortable. Maybe you just reach halfway. Maybe you reach all the way down. If it's comfortable to have a slight bend in the knees, that's absolutely fine to do as well. And then we're just reversing. Nodding chin to chest. Shoulders slightly rolling, the arms are nice and relaxed. And we're just curling through the spine. Getting a lovely stretch to the back of the legs, back of the spine, letting the head relax. And curling all the way back up. Let's go one more time, drop chin to chest. And the shoulders soften inwards. By the third time, maybe feeling that you can reach that little bit further. Ending nice and straight and tall. Thank you so much for joining me here in my living room. This video was just 5 exercises that I picked out, beginner level, for you to try at home, to get you involved, to get you loving Pilates just like I do. So let me know how you got on. Leave a comment below. Let me know your thoughts, your feelings, how it went for you. Do like and do subscribe to my channel, as I'll be putting up more videos, different topics, just to help you along the way.